What up, ninjas? Gageo here, and I'm representing another review for the crapster pile. Gageo reviewing Transformers Prime RID Arachnid. And with that, I will say right now, I do not like Arachnid, and I think if the only motivation for you to get this figure is because you're a completist or you just love Arachnid, then by all means get it. Other than that, be warned, this has flaws that you might not like. If you do like it, however, I do advise you to pick it up because it does have some cool traits to it. Like this, for instance, it's helicopter mode, it's vehicle mode, very beautiful vehicle mode. If this is not literally the most perfect representation, I don't know what it is. I mean, this is dead-on vehicle mode of Arachnid. Very beautiful, except for the blasters, but that could, you know, that's whatever. That's usually with all Transformers. It's very sleek, very sexy, and that's pretty much where this review ends on the good, for the most part. You can remove it, because it obviously has the 3.5... or the 4mm port, I mean, or the 4.5, or whatever it is. Her blades do come off. As it says, this is like a 3-bladed sword, apparently. So you hold it, and yeah. I thought they actually meant by sword, I thought they actually meant like this. Like, you actually take it and spin these little tassels around, and then you actually get some sort of funky sword, but apparently not. I don't know. And then you get this little torpedo-shaped leftover. And this is our robot. Yay! So, we'll start transforming her. Start at the arms, and they'll pull out. Sometimes it can be tough. Just push from the top and push down. Don't pull down, just push from the top. Just like so. That's what I think is the stiff one. Yeah. Alright, so just push. And then just kind of pull her arm out a little bit, and then flip her hand out. That's one hand. Flip her other hand out and pull the arm out. That's her other arm. So there's that. And then we'll go back here, and we'll disconnect from the horizontal stabilizer. And we'll split her legs like so, and poke her toes out so she'll have some legs. And then these you can split in the back and kind of have them flailing off to wherever you deem necessary. Yeah, you can pretty much put them wherever you want. You know, it doesn't really matter. You can leave it up to your imagination. Doesn't matter. Then we will adjust the camera. Woo! And what you do next is you slide her backpack up here. That'll click and lock in, which will also bring her head up. Her head is movable, it's just that it's got this big seat. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like this big chair on the back of her head. So that kind of hinders the movement inside, but you still get some movement out of it, which is awesome. And you go back around here, and what you want to do is you want to plug in her sword thing, and this will flip up. And what you do is it will kind of peg in, there's like this little, the nose part here has these two slots here. That'll peg into that. Then you can, basically, I'll just get it set right here so I don't have to putz with it. But you get her little spider legs or talons or whatever you want to call them, poking out or splined all over the place. So it looks all creepy or something. And then you just suit that to the back of her, like so. Get it pegged in properly, or try to at least. And that's pretty much Arachnid. Let's see if I can get her to stand. Kind of make her lean forward a little bit here. Oop. She always wants to fall back because she's super back heavy. There we go. And I'm going to zoom in real quick here so I can kind of get a good look at her. So you can see she does have a good face sculpt. She does have a good body sculpt, but that's kind of pretty much where it ends. The backpack in general just kind of ruins this whole figure. If it wasn't for that, I'd say this figure probably would be able to pull it off, but the fact that the legs they're really getting too skinny at the feet for them to be able to support all that up there, or it's not balanced enough to that point where you actually have to perform some sort of miracle balancing act in order to get it to work. However, there are some traits of it that just pull it off. But in all reality, you know, that's pretty much left up to you to what, you know, you like and what you enjoy as far as this figure is concerned. I would most definitely have to advise you to, you know, if you want to pick this up, pick it up at the later date, but it is kind of hard to get a hold of. She is single packed, so it is not an easy to get her at all, but you can peg these guns in onto the inside of her hands. And I'll show you what that kind of looks like. You can turn her hands in so it looks like she doesn't, like she's not holding it, but I mean that's pretty much it. She gets these blasters. They're pretty cool. And basically, I think the only reason why they gave her these blasters is because they kind of offset the balance of the figure a little bit, so you won't have such trouble standing it up next to your other figures. In all reality, I'd kind of give this figure, you know, like a 6 out of 10, really. I mean, this could have came out a lot better, especially considering all the other figures they created. This one could have became something just far more greater as a figure, you know. I mean, this could have been just fabulous, but it's mostly just not the greatest Transformer out of the Prime series. Even Bumblebee is better than this. So this is Gajo saying, Christ, if you want to buy it, I say go for it. If you can get it for retail, that's not too bad. If you can get it for less, great. If you get it for more, then I'd say 20 bucks, you're getting ripped off. So this is Gajo saying peace out, close-ups at the end. More reviews to come. Bye-bye, guys.